soccer lovers, and welcome to game day number 2 in Serie A, where upsets continue to plague some of the favorites. Numerous players hit double digits, including a couple of triplets. And surprise, surprise, Roma crashed out of Champions League play again. I'm Graziano, this is the Italian Soccer Addict broadcast, and you are where you need to be to get all the information. Back again, joining me this year is my good friend Jim Ifelici. Jim, welcome back to the Italian Soccer Addict broadcast. Chin, bello.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back. Buongiorno a tutti.
A lot of espresso, eh?
Yeah, very, very good. It's been a great summer. I know there's been a lot of sports competition. Graz, I know that you're a big sports fan, and with the Rio Olympics, tell me, were you watching a lot of the TV coverage of the Olympics?
I only watched one sport, Jim, and that was beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball. Interesting. Did you watch the men or the women's beach volleyball?
Bad question, Jim. Let's move right along.
Ready? This past week, Roma played Porto for the right to advance to the Champions League group play stage. But Roma's Champions League's curse continues. After a 1-1 tie and getting the all-important away goal, Roma came home and in front of their fans suffered yet another Champions League embarrassment. Remember 2 years ago, Bayern Munich 7, Roma 2. This wasn't as bad, but still, a 3-0 loss. The embarrassment was how they played. 2 red cards, De Rossi in the first half, Palmieri early in the second, left them with just 9 men. In the 2 games against Porto, they got 3 reds, Vermaelen got 1 in the first game, scored 0 goals, the one in Porto was an own goal, and allowed 4. Tutankhamun has nothing on this curse.
Roma's terrible week continued on Sunday. After going up 2-0 on goals by Perotti and Strootman to newly promoted Cagliari, their defensive woes returned and gave up 2 goals, one to Roma killer Borriello, and the game ended up in a 2-2 tie. Roma fans have seen this film way too often. Remember Garcia? Also continuing their lackluster start was Inter. Playing at home to Palermo, Inter gave up an early goal to Rispoli in the 48th and could only manage a Riccardi goal to tie Palermo 1-1. In 2 games under new man Frank de Boer, they have 1 point from 2 matches. Frank de Boer is quickly becoming Frank de Boring. Napoli put last week's Pescara tie behind them and took revenge on Milan at the San Paolo. 2 goals by Milik were quickly answered by Milan, but then 2 Milan red cards allowed Callejon lots of space, and he scored 2 goals to beat Milan 4-2. There's no stopping the Juve train as they travel to Lazio, where they hadn't lost since 2003. A 66-minute goal by Khedira, his second of the year, was all they needed to secure a 1-0 victory. And Fiorentina rebounded from last week's loss by beating Chievo 1-0 by riding a Sanchez 28-minute goal all the way to the end line.
Other scores saw Sampdoria remain undefeated after beating Atalanta 2-1 on 2 early first half goals. Sassuolo also stayed perfect, beating Pescara 2-1 on goals by De Frel and Berardi. Udine rebounded from last week's loss and beat Empoli 2-0. Il Gallo, Andrea Bellotti scored 3 goals as Torino beat Bologna 5-1. And finally, the Salami beat the Cheese 3-1. Genoa over Crotone. Anybody got a panini?
In watching the Lazio-Juve game, I came away with 2 impressions. Firstly, Lazio, even after selling Candreva to Inter, are still a team to be reckoned with. They are well coached and well organized, they make few mistakes, and they fight for every ball. On the other hand, Juve left me underwhelmed. After a 200 million transfer market, they have a glaring Achilles heel. It's their midfield. When they went to the Champions League final, they featured starters Pirlo, Vidal, Pogba, and Marchisio. Against Lazio, they started Lamina, Asamoah, and Khedira. Yes, Piaget came off the bench later, but there was little difference in the game. If Marchisio fails to return to form, he will be turning 31 in January and coming off on torn ACL. They will be short and exposed in this area. Heck, if I can see this, I'm sure coaches can also. Juve, spend more money.
And a little more information about Juventus. Their uniforms are starting to match their hair color because this is quickly becoming a very old team. Here are some interesting stats. First of all, their top 10 players are 30 years old or older. 3 of them are 36 years of age and older. 3 more are 33 years of age and up. And finally, 4 are 30 years old and older. They better win soon. That's all I have to say. In fact, I've seen many of them filling out their pension papers application form.
Did you know that with Barcelona's victory in the Spanish Super Cup, now Lionel Messi and Iniesta have 28 trophies to their trophy case, a record-setting 28.
You know what they're going to have to do is expand their trophy case, that's for sure. Here's another interesting fact, is pretty soon France and Italy are going to play in a friendly. They will be using for the first time VAR, Video Assisted Referee.
Well, I'm all for that, as long as VAR doesn't stand for Verifying Abysmal Reffing. And finally, the Rio Olympics are over and Italians took home 28 medals, 8 gold, 12 silver, and 8 bronze. Forza Italia!
Yeah, and how did they do in beach volleyball, Brass?
Bad question, Jim. Ciao, that's it for this week. Keep watching.
Signorina, ciao, ciao.